You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. If you haven't watched My Happy Marriage, you should check it out. It's basically about these families who have these different uh powers, like spirit side, and also like powers that, some people got like fire power, lightning, stuff like that, the typical mage powers in anime. And it's about these families that are like fighting to be the most powerful household. So in the Samori family, there's these two daughters, one named Kaya and one named Miyo. Kaya ends up getting married to this boy that Miyo was actually interested in, and Miyo actually and who actually wanted to marry Miyo, but Kaya ends up marrying him to spite Miyo, because Kaya is like the evil little sister and Miyo is the older sister who got treated like a stepchild or whatever. She got abused by her stepmother and her sister, and also like some of the servants, and her dad pretty much acted like he didn't see what was going on, like. But Mio gets married off to Kuro, who was thought to be this like ruthless, like mean, like man, that like he's in the military. He's like the major, I think, in the military or whatever, the little military that they got. So she ends up getting married off to him and getting sent away from her family, but her dad does it thinking that the man would not accept her because she doesn't have any ability or whatever. So he thinks in a couple of days, like he gonna throw her out or whatever. She gonna be on the streets. So I'm just getting her out of my hair, so I won't have to take care of her. But when she goes there, they end up taking a liking to her. First, his servant ends up taking a liking to her, and then he eventually comes around and he realizes that she is not acting like she was. She comes from this like prestigious family. Like she's very timid. She doesn't speak unless somebody says something to her. She is very like, you could tell that she's very reserved, quiet or whatever. And he feels like she's acting weird, and he kind of like wants to know why. So he goes and digs in her background and finds out that she was being abused by her family. But over time, like he starts getting to know her and stuff. He takes her shopping to get new clothes because she had raggedy clothes. And he go takes her out. They go out. She to town or whatever. Kind of like a date. Like it's someplace that she hadn't gone since she was a little girl or whatever. Her mom ended up dying when she was a little girl, like younger. So she's left in the care of her dad and his new wife. Um so apparently I'm guessing the wife that he married after his first wife was a mistress or something like that. That was the lady that he wanted to be with, but his family made him marry. Um I forgot their last name. I'll put it on the screen, but I forgot their last name because um they have this like special gift where they can alter a person's feelings and like their memories and stuff like that. And everybody wants this gift, this access to this gift, because it gives them more power in like the hierarchy that they got in their society. But they believe that Mio doesn't have this power. But what actually happens is her mom realizes how dangerous it would be for these people to know that she has this power. So she locks her power away in this like cherry blossom tree or whatever while she's a baby. Um so nobody will know that she has it. But Mio doesn't know. Nobody knows that she has this power. However, she has these dreams where they're like nightmares, where she sees these like demon looking things or whatever. But she doesn't know what it means. Kudo realizes that she has nightmares, and a few times it makes him worry about her, and he, like, sits up while she's asleep sometimes to make sure she's okay or whatever. But like I said, he takes a liking to her. He really ends up liking her. And then when her sister sees her in town one day with the servant, she is like making fun of her at first because she thinks, oh, they abandoned you, like you got abandoned, that's why you got abandoned, and I married your nigga and I got your life, basically. But then when the lady walks up, her servant walks up or whatever. I hate saying the word servant, but I don't know what she called her. But when the servant walks up, she realizes that, oh, she didn't get it abandoned. And she doesn't, she hates it. She tries to pretend that she wasn't just picking at her or whatever, but the lady realizes that Miyo is acting different after seeing her sister. And then when her sister and the boy that she married goes back home, they pass by this guy that she is enamored by, and she like, ooh, who is that? Like, I want him. He is fine or whatever. And he just like walked past her like she doesn't exist. And come to find out, that's the man that Miyo got married to, and now Kaya is jealous and she want the man that Miyo is married to, because how dare my sister get a better nigga than me? Like, I'm Kaya. How, like, daddy, I'm gonna need you to do something, because how can she have a better man than me? Like, can you see me? And can you see her? Like, clearly I'm the better match. She's delusional. Like, the little sister is so delusional that it's actually doesn't make any sense, and I absolutely hate her. I hate her personality. I hate her voice. I hate the way that her parents built her up to make her think that she was better than her big sister because she had some spirit sight, like you had a power or whatever, and they treated her better, and they allow her sister to abuse her because she's supposed to be better than her. And it creates this, like, rivalry in them. Well, one-sided rivalry, because Miyo cares nothing about being better than Kaya and wanting better things than her, looking better than her. She just want to be treated with respect. However, she doesn't until she moves and marries Kudo. And so what ends up happening is the dad of the guy that Kaya marries gets mad at the father, Kenichi, for selling Miyo to the Kudo family, because he gets mad at him for selling Miyo to the Kudo family because she comes from a bloodline with this special gift, and he like, well, Miyo don't got the power, and he like, so, but she might have a baby who got the power, like, you gave it away. And so Kaya and the man concoct a plan for Miyo to come back, and Kaya to actually, for them to be traded, Kaya to be the one to marry the Kudo, and Miyo to come back and marry his oldest son. But what ends up happening is they can't convince the daddy, so they end up having to do something else. They end up kidnapping her, bringing her back to the house or whatever, locking her in like the storage house or whatever, the storehouse or whatever, and abusing her, trying to force her to uh tell the man that the marriage is off and that she doesn't want to be with him and that Kaya is a better fit for him. But Miyo refuses to do it. Even though they're beating her up or whatever, she refuses to do it. So, Kudo goes home and he realizes that somebody took Miyo. So what he does is he marches right back to their house and he goes and get her, like, give me my girl. The dude that wanted to marry her at first ends up going to him and telling him that he knows where Miyo is at, and he leads him to where Miyo is at. And the boy's dad tries to keep him from getting Miyo. So like they're fighting like fire against fire, lightning, whatever. Kudo has like lightning. He's like one of the strongest like mages or whatever. His family is like one of the strongest family, and he's now head of the family. So like they're fighting, and they're literally destroying the houses that these people live in. But this man is so like obsessed with keeping Mio and getting her power, that he is willing to destroy their houses, and that's what ends up happening. But Kudo eventually gets Mio and he takes her back home. And you think that this is the last of his issues, but nah, he ends up finding her family, and I can't remember the name. Like I said, I'll put it on the screen. He ends up finding her mom's family, and I think he takes her there so they can kind of try to tell him how to deal with her. You know, she's having these nightmares and stuff like that, and he ends up having to fight another dude for her, and he loses the fight and loses her to her family. Because see, her family has a gift that's so dangerous that they took a vow to kind of stay to themselves and away from society, so people won't want to like kill them or kidnap them like they did Mio and try to force them to use their power on other people. So they kind of like hid away from civilization to protect themselves. And that's what they want to do with Mio. So the guy, this her cousin or something like that, who wants to marry her, he ends up um asking Kudo to fight, and he ends up winning the fight. So Mio has to stay, and Lord Kudo is like waiting for Mio to tell him that she doesn't want him to leave. But Mio is very, like I said, she's very timid, so she doesn't speak up. She doesn't know the right words to say, so he ends up leaving. Both of them are depressed. He at home depressed. She is at her granddaddy's house depressed. They're both very depressed, and like she keeps asking them like, can she see Lord Kudo? Like, girl, I got a fiance. Like, all of this hiding away that y'all doing, I ain't really with that. I got a fiance and I want to go back with him. Let me see my fiance. And at first they wouldn't let her, but then her granddad realizes that he is making the same mistake that he made with her mother, and he says that he doesn't want to do that. So he ends up letting her go back to her fiance, and so she can live with him, and like him and the family are so happy to have her back or whatever. And I think it ends right there, but we know that this is not over, so I am excited for season 2. Like, I'm ready to see it, to see what happens, because I know that that family is not going to give up easy, because that man was so obsessed with having her power that he was willing to kidnap her. But while she was with her granddad, they did unlock her power, and they kind of taught her about like the family background and the power, and why her mom probably locked her power away and stuff like that. So I feel like in season 2 we also gonna see her learn more about herself and her power, and like figure out how to use it. And I'm pretty sure that she's gonna be essential in the war against the what do they call them, the like these cursed spirits type things. Grotesqueries is what they call them. So yeah, I'm interested in seeing what happens in season 2. Like, it's really good. Like, I literally hate her family for abusing her the way that they did. The daddy is actually the real villain. The real villain is actually the daddy, because this is your daughter, regardless of whether she has spirit sight or whatever other power or whatever. It is your responsibility to protect her and to take care of her, but you allow your wife and your daughter to abuse her, and your servants even to abuse her because she doesn't possess a power. I wish that the Kudo man had beat the daddy up, but when he had went to talk to them about how he realized what they were doing to her, so he had went to tell them that they will be cutting contact with them, and they won't come around, and he will give her an apology. Like, you gonna give her an apology, and I'm gonna take care of her, and y'all not gonna come around her, y'all not gonna be standing in her way or whatever, or you gonna have to deal with me. okay, you gonna have to do with me, and you don't want to do that. So her daddy agreed to it or whatever, and he told him, and you gonna apologize, and if you don't apologize, you not coming around. Like, you not coming around. Like, this is mine now. She's in my care now, and I'm gonna take care of her, and I'm not gonna let nobody treat her bad. Like, you could tell that they develop feelings for each other, that he's in love with her and that she loves him, but they don't really know how to navigate that relationship yet. So I'm excited to see the like romance build in them, and the bond get stronger. I'm excited to see him fight more people for her honor, and I think that other man, the cousin, is also going to help him fight as well, because he also really wanted to protect her too, because he felt like that was his duty. um but it's a great romance anime. I'm actually going to do a video of 10 of my favorite romance anime. I'm gonna do movies and like series or whatever, because I do mostly romance content on this channel right here, but I decided to add my anime content as well, because it's also a part of me. And I want to let y'all into my world. Like, these are the things that I love. The name of my YouTube is the Sensual Genius, and that's everything that comes with me, what I like, what makes me me, things like that. So I want to do more anime content, but I also am going to focus more so on romance, but I'm going to add all of the other things in there as well, romance and slice of life, because I feel like slice of life be having elements of romance too. But I'll do a video on my top 10 favorite romance anime movies and series. But My Happy Marriage is a great romance anime. If you're a person that likes romance anime, I think that you would really love this. It's beautiful. The artwork is beautiful. The storyline is, they have a strong storyline, and I hope that it continues to be strong. I'm excited to see what happens on season 2. But thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've seen this anime and what you think about it. I think that I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. There's really nothing that I would change about it. I really like it. I think it's done well. The storyline is strong. The characters are great characters. They make you hate the ones you're supposed to hate. They make you love the ones you're supposed to love. And I love that. And I also like when they shake things up too and make you hate some that you think you're supposed to love. That happens sometimes. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Also, are there any other anime that y'all want me to review? Let me know, and I will review all of those. I'm going to start doing more anime reviews, more character deconstruction, more anime deconstruction videos, and fun videos like that as well. But thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgrahamwrites.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.